All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekakwadash. This gonna be an add-on from the last lesson that I just did, going into it's called "This Ministry Does Not Need Hip Hop." Right, we gonna add on a little bit because I was going into the simplicity of Yahweh Shah, but I didn't really pull out no scriptures on that. So we're gonna add on a couple things. We're gonna go into a couple prophecies, right? Dealing with, all pertaining to the spirit of hip hop, right? The Hebrew pop and the world pop, man. The world rap and the Hebrew rap, right? Yahweh Shah never told us to be rappers in this thing, man, or musicians, right? All he wanted us to do was to learn, apply, and teach, right? So let me get a quick scripture. Let's get John chapter 8 and verse 31. I'm gonna start at verse 30. It says, "As he spake these words, many believed on him. Then said Yahweh Shah to those Jews which believed on him, If ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Right? So if you continue in the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, then you are a disciple, right? Indeed. Right? Doing raps, right? So-called truth raps is not an example of you continuing in the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's an example of you being self-willed and you being bored of this truth, right? You need a hobby outside of this truth. So you chose to do Hebrew rap. But it's a prophecy going into the noise of the musicians and the singers, being put out, right? That's not a lot that you want to be in, man. That's not a lot that you want to fulfill, being a rapper, right? Let's get Ecclesiastes 7 real quick. And verse 14. Let's see. Was that verse 14? Oh, let's start at verse 4. Matter of fact, let's see. Start at verse 2. It says, "It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting." Right? And that hip hop spirit comes with a party spirit also, man. Right? That Hebrew pop spirit, not only is you making Hebrew truth rap, but on the behind the scenes you still listening to worldly rap, right? And that comes with the spirit of partying, man. Right? This rap today, it don't talk about it. All it talks about is sex, money, and drugs, man. That partying spirit, that feasting spirit. Right? It says, "Better is it to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning," right? "But the heart of fools is in the house of mirth," right? And let's get the definition of mirth real quick. Because better, let's read that one more time. It says the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. So it's better in these last days to be in the house of mourning, man. To be in that house of suffering. And a lot of you brothers and sisters don't, understand, or it hasn't fully came to you that this truth is about suffering, right? Enduring. Not about, finding ways to satisfy your own pleasures, man. You do Hebrew rap because that's something that you want to do. That don't have nothing to do with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And that's the spirit of mirth. Let's see. So let's look at this definition. It says joy, mirth, gladness, joy, gaiety, pleasure, joy of God, glad result, happy issue, right? And when you're making those songs for your own pleasure and your own gladness, man, right? You're doing extra when this ministry is supposed to be simple, right? You're supposed to be in the house of mourning, but you damn jumping and you know, getting hyped about your damn lyrics on the beat, right? Verse 5, it says, it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools, right? So it's better to hear the rebuke, meaning the correction of the wise man, than to hear the song of fools, man. That Hebrew rap, right? Let's get so this is John 8:31 again. It says, then said Yahweh to those Jews which believe, if ye continue in my word, right? His word. He didn't say if you continue in his albums or his mixtapes, right? He didn't say if you continue making lyrics, then are you his disciples. He said if you continue in his word, then are ye his disciples, right? And what was the word that Yahweh Shah was given? He was given the word of salvation, man. He was preaching the gospel, right? This is what you should be doing, right? It's simple. This is the simplicity of Yahweh Shah. Right, let's get 2 Corinthians 11 real quick. And verse 2. It says, for I am jealous over you with godly jealousy, for I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Hamashiach. But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind shall be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Hamashiach Yahushua. Right? So Yahushua, he was simple, man. He wasn't on the scene doing all the extra shit. Right? His ministry was plain. It was simple. It was straightforward. Right? He had one mission. That was to preach the gospel and to, give his life for the lost sheep. Now you Jakes, 2,000 years later, you learn the truth and you putting a spin onto it. Right? So let's read it again. It says, but I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind shall be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Hamashiach. Right? So, you need to be transformed, man, to the simplicity that's in Hamashiach. Right? Hebrew rap is something that you want to do. Right? It wasn't commanded for us to do that. Right? Now let's get Revelations 20 or 18 and verse 21. It says, and the mighty angel, Salaki, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. Right? So this city is going to be thrown down, man, by nuclear destruction. Right? That's why it's important to keep this ministry simple. Learn, apply, meaning, read the scriptures, repent, and teach. Because this place is going to be destroyed, man. Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed. It's not going to be found anymore at all. Right? Reading on, it says, in the voice of harpers and musicians, right? Being a Hebrew rapper is a musician. It says, and of pipers and of trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee. Right? And you don't want to fulfill this lot, man, thinking that you're doing something good, but you're doing something to satisfy you. Right? So-called truth rap is not edifying the flock. Right? And a lot of you truth rappers, you don't have, the real truth. Right? You take the doctrines and you like to put your own twist onto it. Or you barely know the true doctrine at all. Right? But it says that the musicians of Babylon the Great are going to be found no more at all in thee, man. Right? Let's get right, let's get Jeremiah 30 and verse 6. Right, because this is not the time to be in the spirit of mirth, right? And feasting and partying. Right? Troublous times are coming to a place near you. Right? This is Jeremiah 30 and verse 5. It says, "For thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling and of fear and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man do travel with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travel, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble," right? But he shall be saved out of it. So you different Israelites that's making this Hebrew rap, man, you really don't understand what's getting ready to come, right? It's like a this is like a game to you, man. But it's not a game in reality. This is deadly serious, right? A time of trouble is coming upon the house of Israel, man. Right? A time of a great tribulation, a time of death, famine, pestilence, you know, wars, right? Nuclear destruction. This is all coming, man. And if you ain't been, keeping your eyes single, right? Being simple with the ministry, you're gonna get caught up in it, man. You're gonna get caught up in Jacob's trouble. What I mean by that is you're gonna fall a victim to it. The whole house of Israel is gonna go through it, but a lot of people are gonna die and fall victim to Jacob's trouble, right? And you don't want to be a part of that, man. You want to be a part of the remnant, right? The elect that's gonna be brought forth. But you're not gonna, be brought forth or be a part of the elect coming in that spirit of mirth, right? Coming in that spirit of partying and feasting, right? Because it's not the time to be in that spirit, right? It's not the time to be a Hebrew hip hop rapper, man, right? Let's get Proverbs 14 real quick. In verse 13, it says, even in laughter, let's start at verse 12. It says, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death, right? Being a Hebrew rapper, man, it's not, gonna get you anywhere, right? The only thing, that's gonna, well, really, the elect are predestinated, man, from the foundations of the earth, man. But a hopeful elect, prospect wouldn't be, doing Hebrew rap, man. He would be trying his hardest to learn, apply, and teach, right? He would be humbling himself, right? He will be, he will be teaching. A lot of you Hebrew rappers, you don't really teach a lot, man. You don't teach. And when you do teach, you don't teach the right things, man, because you're too busy writing down lyrics, right? Making your lyrics rhyme instead of making a precept rhyme, right? You making your lyrics go together, but you're not making the scriptures go together, man. Right? So let's read it again. Well, let's read verse 13. It says, even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful, and the end of that mirth is heaviness. Right? So the end of all that mirth, man, that pleasure, that gladness, that joy, that spirit that you Hebrew rappers be in, man, or rappers, period. The end of that is going to be heaviness, man. Jacob's trouble is going to come upon you. You're not going to know what the hell to do, right? The mark of the beast is going to come. It's going to be made mandatory. You're not going to know what the hell to do, right? Persecution is going to come. You're not going to know what to do. Because what? You wasn't being diligent. You wasn't studying the scriptures daily, right? You wasn't working on yourself daily, right? Let's get Revelations 2:10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And you Hebrew rappers are not ready to be tried, man. coming in that spirit of mirth. You think this thing of ours, this truth and this knowledge and understanding is like a trend. This is not a trend, man. This is life or death, right? It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Right? So this thing is really life and death, man. Right? Life if you let's get that. Let's get Baruch real quick. It's Baruch 4 and verse 1. It says, this is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, and the law that endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. And you going out the way to make some damn truth rap or Hebrew rap, you're leaving the book, man. Right? You're leaving it because it was never commanded for us to do all that, man. It was only commanded for us to learn, apply, and teach, man. Seek out of the book, repent and apply the things that's written therein, and teach your brethren. Right? Try to seal the hopeful elect, Right? You're not gonna seal the hopeful elect by a damn song, man. Verse 2, it says, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. Right? It says, give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to Yahweh are made known unto us. Right? And do you think, that Hebrew rap, man, with that damn whirly ass beat in the back of it, man, is pleasing to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh? When niggas every day don't get nothing but murdered behind those beats, man. Right? The music industry is dark, right? We supposed to leave that behind, man. Like, oh, you got social media and you got YouTube, you could look it up. The industry is dark, man. It's nothing but demonic forces running throughout the music industry, right? So you want to leave that shit all alone, man. Right? Keep your eyes single. Let's get that again. Right, in Matthew chapter 6, verse 22, it says, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Right? And you going out the way to be a Hebrew rapper, your eye is not being single, man. That being a rapper has nothing to do with the ministry, man. You could have hobbies, man. You could like to play sports, man. You could like to box, right? You could like to hoop. But this ministry is the main thing that you should be focused on, right? Right? And you should, everyone should learn a combat sport. You being in a combat sport, learning a combat sport, that's not going off, right? You want to know how to fight. But you being a Hebrew rapper, man, you going off, right? Because it has nothing to do with the ministry, right? And it's not edifying anybody. You're only doing it to sound appeasing to the listeners, right? You just want to be heard, right? That spirit of mirth, man. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 24 real quick. I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, the mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down, right? And where's that city of confusion, man? The city of confusion is Babylon the Great, right? Reading on, it says, every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone, right? And coming, being a Hebrew rapper, you're coming in the spirit of mirth, man. that mirthly spirit is gonna be gone, man. When Jacob's trouble come around, that spirit is gonna be gone. When the mark of the beast is made mandatory, that mirth is gonna be gone, right? I guess that's when things are gonna really settle in for you, right? Verse 12 it says, "In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction." Right? This place is gonna be destroyed, man. And you're supposed to be getting yourself prepared, right? You're supposed to be you know, you want to have stability in these last days, man. Right? Let's get Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. It says, "In wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times." Right? It didn't say damn, hip hop, man, or damn 808 beat. It says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. What times? The times we in right now. And the wisdom and knowledge of who? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Reading on, it says, "In the strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is his treasure." Right? It's nothing. This is nothing to play with, man. Right? This is nothing to play with. Desolations and trouble is coming to the inhabitants. It's like it's coming to the nation of Israel. Right? And if you're not spiritually, mentally prepared for it, you're gonna get wiped away, man. Right? You're gonna fall out of this thing because you're not on a solid foundation. Right? You come in this truth, you bring worldly things into this truth. You bring old wine and try to mix it into the new bottle, and you going off, man, and you getting ready to get took away because your eye is not single. Keep your eye single in this thing, man. There's nothing I'm not gonna say, let me say it like this. It's some things has to happen before we set up in the kingdom, man. It's still a lot of death, famine, and pestilence coming, man. Right? This is not the time to be in the spirit of gladfulness, man. Right? Or mirth. Right? Death is coming, man. Destruction. Right? The prophets of old prophesied about the same things, man. Death, pestilence, and destruction, man. It's coming all again. Right? The Lord is getting ready to smite the spiritual Egypt with the same plagues as before. Right? Let's get second Esdras real quick. Chapter 13. Well, I think it's verse 14. Let's see. Chapter 14. Let's see. It's 13. My people. Let's see. Yeah, it gotta be 13, right? Let me try to find it real quick. But the point is, man, that there's nothing good coming, man. Right? It's gonna be a lot of death, man. A lot of famine, pestilence. Right? Let's get, while I'm looking for this, I'm gonna get Zephaniah 1 real quick to show you. Or was that Zephaniah? That was Zephaniah. Let's see. I don't think it was Zephaniah 8. It was probably Zechariah chapter 12. Let's see. Nope. 14. Verse 12. It says, right, it says, "And this shall be the plagues wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume." It's like it. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Let's see. No, this is not the one I want, man. It's like it. It gotta be Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse Let's see. I want the one where it says, you know, the mighty man. Oh, it's right here. Zephaniah 1:14. It says, the great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. Right? So in this day, man, the days to come, you know, the mightiest man, right, of the earth today are going to be crying bitterly, man. Right? Reading on, it says, the day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, right? So, you know, the days to come are, you know, are going to be even worse, man, right? There's nothing good coming right now, man. It's going to be a lot of death, pestilence, and famine coming upon the inhabitants of the earth, right? And you being in that spirit of mirth, you know, you're not ready, man. But you know, that was the point. You know, I just wanted to add on to the last video. All praise to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua.